Good evening. Welcome to Wednesday yoga at the JCC. Good to have you with me. Covering for Courtney this evening. My name is Merav, and so let's do some yoga. If you have a block or a thick book you can use, please have it handy. Always nice to have some sort of a blanket or a pillow for extra padding. Right? And we'll start this evening on the belly. So make your way to the floor. Stack your hands one on top of the other. Your feet can be slightly closer, and then bring the big toes towards each other. If you prefer to have the legs wider apart, you can turn the toes out. Then just rest your forehead on the hands. And what's nice about starting practice on the belly is it's a good way to connect with the breath, because you can feel the rise of and the fall of the belly, the rise and the fall of the chest. And also because about 66% of our lung capacity is in the back, it gives us all that space to breathe to. So just settle here. And start to notice, the natural rhythm of your breath this evening. Notice your body on the mat, and what parts of the body are touching, what parts are not touching. Maybe there are some pockets of tension, of discomfort, so just start to create this awareness. And then also notice your state of mind this evening, so a little bit warmer than in the last few days. Maybe you like it, maybe not. Make the next inhalation a little bit deeper, a little bit fuller. And then release that breath out. And again, inhale all the way to your lower belly, to your lower back. And exhale, empty the breath out. We'll take one more round of breath here, all the way through. And then let it all go. So bring the legs a little bit closer together, if they are apart, or slightly apart if they're close together. You want them about hip width apart, and then reach the arms out into a T. We'll do a short shoulders warm up. If you have any shoulder consideration, I'll show you the modification here, okay? So keep the right hand reaching out, bend the left elbow, and use the palm on the floor to press and to roll over to the right side body. Now, if that is not working for you, you can extend the right hand over the head, or maybe, I'll show you here, bring the hand alongside the body. Okay? But if you're able, reach the arms out in line with the shoulder. And we'll stay here for a little while. So if you have your blanket or block, you can rest your head on it. You can bend the top leg and place the foot behind you. Breathe in and breathe out. And one more inhale. And one more exhale. And restack the left leg over the right. Roll carefully back onto the belly and we'll take it to the other side. So extend the left hand again to a T position unless this is not working for you. Bring the right hand next to the right chest and roll onto the left side. Continue to breathe. Continue to release. Again, take your time to undo this side. Return back to the center. We'll make a transition into Sphinx pose, so plant the elbows under the shoulders. Extend the legs, spread the fingers, draw the shoulders back, and breathe to the front of the body. So try to create a lot of space between your belly button and your chest bone and your sternum. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bring the chin toward the chest, lengthen the back of the neck. Then right ear to right shoulder. Try not to hike the shoulder up to the ear, so continue to pull the shoulders down and to bring the ear closer to the shoulder. Then release back to the center, pause there for a moment. And left ear to left shoulder. Breathe in and out. Do it one more time on your own. And we'll meet back in the center, turn the gaze straight forward, and then slowly touch down. Slide the hands to mid-ribs, press up and all the way back in child's pose. And it's your choice how wide you place your knees, so they can be very wide, and then you can release your heart, your face down. They maybe can be a little bit closer together, more of resting the chest on the upper thighs. Again, hands can be very active. They can be in more resting position with the elbows down. And here as well, you can feel the rise and the fall of the belly. Maybe you can feel the expansion of the rib cage on the inhalation and how it collapses back in on the exhalation. And then the length of the spine, the heaviness of the hips. the heaviness of the head. As you're holding here in child's pose, which is a very soothing, very comforting position, set an intention for your practice. What is it that you would like to bring onto the mat today? And maybe nothing comes up, that's okay. Maybe you just want to say a prayer here, or maybe hold that stillness, hold the silence. Take one more deep breath in and allow that breath to go out. On your next breath in, lift and come into tabletop into all four. Spread the fingers wide, shoulders over the wrists, knees under the hips. Engage the core, so pull your belly button up and in. Press the top of the feet down, press your shin bones down. Inhale, lift your head, lift your heart, lift your tail. Exhale, push the ground away from you and round the spine. Bring the gaze all the way to your belly button. Inhale, draw the shoulders back, heart, head and tail are lifting in the cow position. Exhale, round to your cut. And one more here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, neutral. Okay. So from here, lift the right foot off the ground and then pivot the foot out towards the right long edge of the mat. Extend the left leg and stack the left hip over the right one. So your left toes are facing, again, the long edge of your mat. If you need a little bit more space, you can walk the right hand forward. Reach your left hand over the head, over the shoulder, and then extend it over the head and push the ground away from you and create a lot of space between your left ribs. Take a breath in and take a breath out. And one more inhale, exhale, release the left hand back to the floor, unpivot the right foot, keeping the left leg straight behind you. Lift the heel up to hip height. And maybe you would like to extend the right hand forward, maybe keep it on the ground. Keep pulling up and in on the belly. And hold here for 3, for 2, and for 1. A nice release to the ground, reset, and we'll take it to the other side. So again, lift the left foot off the ground, pivot it out, and then place the right hip over the left one. Toes turn to the long edge of the mat, extend the hand over the head, and then reach it to the front. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Inhale and exhale. Slowly release, undo this side, then lift, again that option to reach the left hand forward. engaging arm, leg, and core. Breathe in, exhale, release it down. So walk the hands slightly in front of the shoulders, maybe 1 or 2 handprints. Tuck the toes under. Press the ball of the feet down and hike your hips up. Find your downward facing dog. Pedal bicycles the legs here. Maybe drop the heels side to side. So warm up your downward dog. You want to make sure that the palms are pressing down. Fingers knuckle, finger pads. The arms are fully extended. Your ears are between your arms. You can bend the knees as much as you need to lengthen the spine. Take a breath in and breath out. Inhale, lift the heels high. Push with the ball of the feet and ride forward. Find your high push-up position, high plank. Take a breath in and take a breath out. And one more inhale. Exhale, hinge back to downward facing dog. From down dog, separate the feet mat width apart. Start to walk the hands back and hold where you can place the heels on the ground. So it's different to each and every one of us. Shift some weight back, feel the back of the legs. And we'll add that twist here, so bring the right hand to the center of the mat. Bring the left hand to your right ankle, shin or thigh. And then maybe you can look under your right armpit. Notice how the twist is, maybe changing your breath, maybe not. Then unwind this side and we'll take it to the other side. Left hand to the center, right hand reaching for the ankle, for the shin. Take a breath in and take a breath out. So release. And walk the hands even closer to the feet. And then bend the knees. You can tell the toes out a little bit. And place the elbows on top of your knees, on top of your thighs, for wide leg downhill skier. Or if you have it in you, you can lower the hips all the way down to yogi squat. Make sure your heels are on the ground. If you need some help with that, you can always roll the back of the mat and place the heels on that lift. Okay. So whether you are here, or all the way on the bottom, lengthen the spine, widen your hips, take a breath in, and then let's fold forward again. Let it all go. Start to walk the hands back forward, back to the downward facing dog. Reset it, so walk the feet more or less hip width apart. high plank, high push-up. Then touch the knees down, okay? And we'll warm up a couple of variation of push-ups here. So bend the elbows back so it's hugging the body and lower your chest down. Pause when the elbows are about shoulder height, and then press back up. Then pull all the way back to your child's pose. We'll move here on the breath. Inhale, come forward, shoulders over wrist. Bend the elbows, lower the chest. Use the full exhalation. Inhale, push up. Exhale, reach back. One more time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push up. Exhale, taking back. Tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. So pedal, bicycle the legs as you're making your way up towards the top of the mat. We'll meet in forward fold, hips, feet about hip width apart. Let go. The head is heavy, shoulders heavy, arms are heavy. Breathe in and breathe out. In your next inhalation, lift halfway to come to a flat back or extended spine. And again, your hands can rest on the shins, on the thighs. You want to bring weight to the front of your feet so you are not falling to your heels. Take one more inhalation and then refold. So can you bring your chest to your thighs, but continue to pull your belly button up and in so it's not touching the thighs. Again, your knees can be as bent as you need them to be. Inhale, rise up halfway again. Exhale, refold. And from here, keep the spine round, plant the feet in the ground, and articulate the spine to come to standing. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Reach the fingers down. Lengthen from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head. And just breathe here. Maybe even close the eyes so you can take them out of the equation and just feel. Maybe there is something you are smelling. Maybe you have a taste in your mouth. You can feel the different textures of your yoga clothes, of the mat. In your next breath in, reach the hands overhead, lift your heart. Exhale, bring the left hand to the left hip. Extend to the right side of the body. Reach up and reach over. Turn the gaze over to the right. So just like we did earlier on the floor. Similar sensation opening the side body. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right hand to the right hip again. Create that space that lands first and then reach over. interlace the hands behind your back, reach your knuckle fingers down towards the floor, lift the kneecaps. You want to hold straight legs here, and then shift the hips forward and bring the gaze up, chest up. Gentle back bend. Take one more deep breath in and out. Inhale, place the shoulders back over your hips, and then bend in the knee to hinge forward. So find that flat back again, back extension. One more breath in, and then let it all go. Fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your left leg back to lunge. Right knee is over the right ankle. Spine is long. You may need blocks here, or if you can use a chair to give you that extra lift. But you want to keep the spine long, the hips level. Take a breath in. Exhale, extend the right knee and bring the forehead towards the shin. So fold over the right leg. Inhale, push with the ball of the left foot to bend back into the right knee. Re-extend the spine. Exhale, take it back. Forehead to shin. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Hold it here. You want to take it deeper, turn the fingers towards the back of the mat. And maybe lift and lower the left heel a few times. And then come to a hold. Round the spine just a little bit more. 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale, rebend the knee, reach the heart forward. Exhale, take that right leg, send it back to three-legged dog or split dog. So hold the hips level to start with. And then again, you can start the right leg over the left one. Maybe bend the knee. Couple of knee circles, flex and point the foot. Then re-straighten the right leg. Re-square the hips. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring the right knee towards the forehead, round the spine, create that space, and step the foot back into lunge. Inhale, again, pick up your chest off the thigh, reach the hands back, airplane arms, then sweep the hands down, forward and up, crescent lunge, balancing warrior. Hug your left thigh forward, right thigh back. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, exhale, fingers to the ground, step forward and fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And this time, step the right leg long behind you. Again, find that lunge position. Reach your heart forward. Extend the right leg. Breathe in. Exhale. Extend the left knee, forehead to shin, round the spine. Inhale, rebend into the knee. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, extend the leg, forehead to shin. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, into lunge. Exhale, straighten the front leg. I'm going to hold here, an option to turn the fingers back, maybe lift and lower the right heel a few times. What we're trying to do is create space. And then just hold, breathe. Another 3 and 2 and 1. Frame the left hand with your hands, bend into the knee, lengthen the spine, and then kick that left leg all the way back, three-legged dog. Stack the left hip over the right one. A little bit of movement in the hip, in the ankle. Re-straighten, re-level the hips. Pull the left knee deep into the chest, round the spine a lot. And place the left foot next to the left arm, back into that lunge. Breathe in, aeroplane arms. So you can sweep down forward and up, or you can lift the torso first up and then sweep the head. So again, remember it's your practice, your body. Make the adjustment, make the modifications. Take one more deep breath in and one more deep breath out. Final inhalation. Exhale, fingers to the floor. Step the right foot forward and let it go. Fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, refold. Root the feet and rise up. And then again, hands back to the heart. Take a pause here. I'll take a tree pose. So bring the hands to the hips. Shift the weight to your left leg first. Peel the right heel off the ground. And then turn the knee out. So you can stay here if balance is not great this evening. Otherwise, start to walk the right foot maybe to the left shin, maybe all the way to the thigh. Find a focal point in front of you that will help you to balance. Hands can come to the heart, always an option to extend the hands overhead. Take one more deep breath in and out, and unwind. So reverse your way out of it. Remember, coming out of the pose is as important as coming into it or be in the pose itself. So breathe. Now be graceful, be elegant in your practice. Okay, other side. So again, weight is coming to the right leg, peel the left heel off the floor, turn the knee out, and then rest the left foot somewhere on the right leg. Avoid the knee area. It's a tender place in the body. You don't want to put pressure there. Just remember, balance is not necessarily stillness, so it's perfectly okay to wibble a little bit. The weight may be a shift a little bit. It's part of the practice. Take one more deep breath in and out. And again, make your way out of the pose. And we'll make back in mountain pose at the very top of the mat. And we'll flow a little bit from here. So inhale, reach the hands overhead, lift your head, lift your heart. Exhale, deep bow. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step one leg back, then the other. Find your high plank. You can drop the knees down or just start to bend the elbows lower down into chaturanga. Now untuck the toes and come into cobra position. It can be baby cobra, much closer to the ground. It can be a little bit higher cobra with the arm extended, maybe even to the up dog. Take a breath in, and on the breath out, hinge your hips back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up behind you. Exhale, step the right foot through to lunge. From here, drop the left knee down, untuck the left toes, and float the hands overhead to Anjaneyasana. Again, any shoulders consideration, bend the elbows. You can always keep the hands on the knee. You can always keep the fingers on the floor. So let that pose come to your body. Don't push your body into the pose or how you think it should look. Be here, take another deep breath in, and on the breath out, release the hands down. So a block or blocks can be handy here. Start to extend that front leg. You can turn the toes up, hover over your right leg. So this is half split pose. Maybe you want to fold forward, maybe you want to stay here. I'm going to stay here this evening. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Final inhalation, touch the right foot back to the floor, tuck the left toes under, lift the knee, and we'll take a transition here to a seated position. So walk the left foot in a little bit, okay. So forward and a little bit to the right, okay? And then release the knee down and lower yourself into seated position. So the right foot will be in front of the left thigh. Again, if your hips are tight and this is not working for you, always an option to slide a pillow or a blanket under the lifted hip. Otherwise, just extend your left leg in this case. Okay? But you want to try and sit more or less evenly on both sitting bones. Bring the left hand to the outside of the left hip. Again, a block can be helpful here. Extend the right hand up towards the ceiling and then reach it over. So we've been here in different poses earlier to feel that side stretch in this seated position. You can even bring your forearm on the block or on the floor and take a breath in and take a breath out. Inhale and exhale. gracefully. Take yourself out of that pose, so right foot will come forward. Lift your hips up. Resend the left leg back. And we'll walk the hands to the center, coming to a straddle stand. Bend into one knee, and then bend into the other knee. Shift weight forward and back. Again, we'll add another twist here. So place the left hand under the face again, preferably on a block or on something that brings the floor a little bit closer to you. And then place the right hand onto the lower back. Make sure your hips are level, you are not hiking them right or left. And then gaze over to the right. Push the floor away from you using your left hand. Pulling belly button up to the spine. One more breath in. And then gently, mindfully release down. And let's change here. Right hand under the face. Left hand to the lower back. Again, push the ground away from you and take the twist from there. So the chest is turning. The hips stay level. One more breath in. And one more breath out. Release the left hand down and walk your fingers like a ninja to the left foot. Find your lunge on this side. And then drop the right knee down. So back to Anjaneyasana. Again, your variation. You can extend the hands overhead. Maybe bend the elbows. Maybe keep the hands on the left knee. Pull your belly button up and in and avoid overarching the lower back. So back bend poses are about extending the front of the body and not compressing the back of the body. Take a breath in and take a breath out. And one more inhale. And then fingers down to the floor. Start to extend your left leg. Maybe walk the foot forward a little bit. Then half split pose. It should stay as level as possible. Again, you can fold over it, you can just hinge. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Release the left foot back to the floor, tuck the right toes under, so back to that lunge. And then step the right foot forward and to the left. Bend the knee and release down to the floor. Okay, so again, we are in that bind-like position in the legs. And you'll notice that one side is very different to the other. We all have a side that is more open. Right? And again, into that side extension. So bring your right hand on the block. Reach the left hand up and then take it over. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Inhale, center. Bring the hands behind your back. Undo the legs. Extend them forward. side to side on your sitting bones. Plant the heels in the ground. Find your long extended spine. Reach the hands forward. Tuck the chin to the chest. And slowly roll yourself down to the ground. You can try and touch each and every vertebrae to the floor. Hands over the head, point the toes, extend the body. Take a full breath in and take a full breath out. Inhale, exhale, knees to chest, hug them in. Rock side to side. And turn the sole of the feet up toward the ceiling. Bring the hands to them, either from the inside or outside. Happy baby. You want to keep the lower back down on the floor, so your sacrum, that flat triangle bone just above your tailbone, is on the ground. If you cannot get to the sole of the feet, be okay. Take your thighs. Breathe in and breathe out. And pull the knees together. Place the feet back on the ground. This time walk the feet mat width apart. Knock the knees together. Hands reaching out into a T, just like we did on the belly earlier. Then release the knees side to side. Massage your lower back. Massage your hips. Even it out. And next time the knees are facing up, extend the legs and prepare yourself for Shavasana. Again, you can always slide the blanket under your head, maybe under your hips, to be in some sort of supported bridge. I think that's what I'm going to do this evening. And then completely let go here, unwind your practice. There is no need to contract the muscles anymore. There's no need to deal with balance, to resist gravity. Just surrender. We are home practicing. I don't really see the need to bring this practice to an official end. So maybe you can spare another few minutes and you want to stay in Shavasana. Maybe you already have, something else to do and you got out of your mat. So I'll leave it to you to close the practice on your own. Just again, be mindful to how you come out of the pose. So start by deepening the breath, bring a little bit movement back into the body. We tend to always roll to the right side, not to put pressure on the hard side of the body. And then close your practice you know, the way you like. Maybe you want to again come back to that intention, to your prayer. And I hope to see you again, and stay safe, stay healthy and happy. Namaste.